What is up? What's up? Excuse me, a little frog in my throat there. If you are here with us, hi. If you've never been to one of these before, hi. If you have, if you're seasoned, drop it in the chat. If you've been here before, if you've been on one of these Zooms, if you've been drinking ketones, just let us know in the chat. If you're seasoned, drop the word seasoned like a good old chicken breast. And if you're seasoned, and if you're new here, drop the word new. And I feed off of your energy. All of our speakers tonight feed off of your energy. So if we have the opportunity to see your beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, fantastic faces, this little visage you got going on, as long as you're not in the shower,
Yeah.
definitely turn your camera on because we will feed. I will be able to pour more into you and pull out more information from my various pockets to make some magic happen. So if you're new here, oh, look at all these new people. Celebrate them in the chat. What's up, Renee, Amanda, Yolanda, Tanya, Hernani? Thanks for calling me out. Yes, my bed is made and it's covered in keto. Take a screenshot of that. It looks awesome. I want a quilt that looks like those packs. So if you can turn on your cameras, that will be so fantastic. I left my product over here at my other desk. Needed to grab that. So hi, welcome. For those of you that I don't know or haven't had a chance to meet or hug or Zoom with or chat on Instagram, my name is Carrie. I live here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm a born and raised local. Yes, we don't live in casinos. No, not everybody's a stripper. And like, we go to church, we go to parks, we buy groceries. Like we do normal things here. We can just do it all at 3 o'clock in the morning. So what's up? What's up? Yes, there's my wrists and Ange. There's my babies. There's my bean. And beans plus one. The plus bean. So dad, that's another story for another conversation, Nicole. So we can talk about that if you see that chat in a comment in the chat box right now. But I'm so glad you're here. If you're here, if you're one of those new folks, Tanya, Amanda, and so on, someone cared enough about you to invite you here to learn more about what's in our shaker cup. So just as a general poll, what is in your shaker cup tonight? Drop it in the chat. I want to see what everyone's drinking. And also, can you guess what's in mine? I know my bottle's yellow. You got some heart tart, some sweet jam, hibiscus lemonade. Lindsay's like, I've already had 4 today. I'm not drinking another one. Lime time. Look at, there's a whole house party over there on Ramos's. What's up, Sarah Ramos and friends? Yes, Stephanie, welcome. Linda's got some Hibby Libby. Hibby Libby is hibiscus lemonade, which is like a 5-star out of 5. Probably my favorite flavor in the history of ever. Sweet jam is so good. Lemon, the limonada Mexican ketones, those are fantastic. I don't know about you, but I need some more Mexican ketones in my life. And that's not us like putting a label on them. Like it's the product that's actually sold in Mexico that only comes to the United States every once in a while. But you're here because someone cared enough about you to learn more about this stuff, what's in our shaker cups here. So just a little bit about me. Again, born and raised here in Las Vegas. And I've lived a pretty traditional life, or whatever that means here in Las Vegas. And went to school, got my college degree, but I've always had like an inkling for something more, And I've dabbled in this industry, this community-based marketing industry, for many years. I watched my mom and dad do it. They were just powerhouse leaders in their own right in the past, but there was something more for me out there. I didn't know what it was. If you heard that song that was coming on there today. And in 2017, I finally was open enough to consider a pack of ketone. And for the record, this is what's in my shaker cup right now. I was feeling a little nostalgic. This was our #1 flavor from 2020. And the strawberry peach, it just tastes like, and it's still early enough. It's only 5:30 here in Las Vegas. So I can still drink a one with a little bit of caffeine in there and be just fine. But I was finally open enough to say yes after I said no a whole bunch of times. I was very skeptical. Is anybody else skeptical on here before they tried ketones? Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 if you were skeptical, if this was too good to be true, if you didn't want to try it, if you weren't open to it the first time, or whatever. Drop a 1. So my new people, if you're skeptical, awesome. We love skeptics because you take information, think about it critically, and then come up with your own outcomes at the end, as long as like what we have to offer here meets your outcomes. So before ketones, I laid in bed all day. Not this bed. I didn't lay in a bed covered in ketones. I laid in bed. I had no desire to do much with my life. I had a residual income that paid my bills, and that was that. And my mood was crap. I had ballooned back up to 322 pounds after losing a whole bunch of weight. Anybody else had like the yo-yo life of I'm skinny, oh, I'm fat, oh, something happened, now I'm eating my feelings? Like, I'm in recovery from being homeschooled and Southern Baptist and living in Las Vegas, so everything revolved around food, right? Everything was food. Someone dies, yay, food. Someone is born, yay, food. Someone gets married, yay, food. Oh, hey, it's a Tuesday, yay, food. There was just food everywhere. So my weight was always like this. And I'd always battled that weight loss journey. And then someone got bold enough to say, what about a fat loss journey? And I was like, you shut up. There's no difference. Yes, there is. Here's the secret. Here's the secret for the quickest weight loss in the world. Riz, are you ready for this? You ready for this secret? Paula, you ready for the secret? Chop your leg off. You'll lose 30 pounds instantly. If you're really focusing on your weight, just hack off a leg. You don't need both of them. Take the left one so you can still drive and you can still, like, boom, instant weight loss. You want instant results? Hack a leg off. You want crazy results? Take off both your arms. Now you can operate a vehicle with your, with an assisted device or something. But someone dared share with me this idea about fat loss. So I said, sure, why not? So I drank a pack and I was like, holy crap, my brain lit up. I got out of bed. I cleaned my kitchen. My friend that shared ketones with me watched me clean my kitchen after she saw the state my kitchen was in, and she's a little neurotic about cleanliness. Look at all these cameras on. Keep turning your cameras on. Lauren, what's up? Nice mohawk. I like your hair. And so I cleaned my kitchen. I felt great. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is happening in my body? And she's like, boom, this is what it's like being in ketosis. I'm like, I don't know what ketosis means. And she's like, that's okay. Watch this video and you will. So I'm like, awesome. Here, I have some friends that are going to share. Awesome. That was 4 years ago this month. 4 years ago, next weekend was the first time I drank a ketone. I instantly had to have a 10 days. Like, okay, let me grab 10 days. Let me just see how it feels, because I'm still not sure about this. It may have been a one-hit wonder. Like, I've drank Red Bulls and coffees and I had the perks of energy, and I like myself. I hate myself. I like myself. I hate myself. Anybody else resonate with that? It's a roller coaster, right? But since starting ketones now going on 4 years, I'm starting month 49 this month. Month 49. That's insane. Feels like yesterday. I've been able to lose and keep off 80 pounds of fat. I've lost 12 inches around my waist. My mood is amazing. My way to think about myself has drastically shifted. And now you're here to hear some other stories and learn about just a little bit about what's happening inside this pack. So if you are new, you've never seen one of these before, awesome. This is what's called a pure therapeutic ketone. This is the only, here's some little nerd stuff for you, for my sciencey folks. This is the only ketone supplement available on the market that is 100% bioavailable to your body. What does that mean? Your body doesn't know it didn't make it. So you take this, you put it in here, you drink it, and in 59 minutes or less, you're going to be in a measurable state of ketosis. If you prick your finger, like a glucose monitor, you need a ketone monitor. It's the only verifiable way to see if you're in ketosis. Boom, it'll show ketones on your blood sample, which is fantastic. This is the first time in human history that we've been able to actually be in ketosis without having to eat a high-fat diet, without having to fast like crazy, like athletes do during their hell week. Or, if you've ever done, has anybody ever done the keto diet? Type the word diet in the chat, like the strict diet where you're 5% less, 5% carbs, 75% fats, and 20% proteins. Anybody ever done that? Was that the easiest way to eat ever in your life? Was it? Absolutely no, Jennifer Townsend. No. Renee, it works well for you too. Absolutely. That's absolutely, there's always someone, somewhere, somehow that's going to win at something. But what I found out was I can be in the same physical state while making lower carb choices. Y'all, my friend and I, we even went to an Italian food festival and we managed to eat low carb at an Italian food festival. Follow me for more tips, and so it just changed my life. So Tanya, we'll have time for Q&A possibly at the end, or once our guest speaker comes up, then I'll be able to man the chat. But that's enough. I want you to hear from two other friends of mine, just a little bit about their stories, because you might not be a 30-something Las Vegas kid living in Las Vegas. But Miss Christine, why don't you, because you're right next to me, go ahead and unmute yourself and just share like what was life like before ketones for you, and what's transpired in your life. Go for it, Mama.
Sure. Thanks, Carrie. Hi, my name is Christine. I am from Guilford, New Hampshire, and I've been drinking ketones for about 15 months now or so. And prior to ketones, I was just lost. I was unmotivated. I was just kind of going through the motions of my day, getting up, getting ready, going to work, coming home from work, sometimes cooking dinner, sometimes having cereal, because I was too lazy to cook, watching TV and going to bed and doing the same thing the next day. I wasn't putting much effort into living. I was just kind of existing. And I was probably a little crabby. Now, we don't like to admit that probably, but yeah, I think, a little crabby, a little short on patience. And then my son introduced me to ketones. He gifted me a 10-day trial on Mother's Day. And I had that first day experience. I wasn't quite sure what it was or why it was. But just that afternoon, I just all of a sudden felt like this. It was like an energized calm. And I was like, why do I feel so good? Like, I don't even know what I was feeling. I just knew I was feeling good. So since then, I haven't stopped drinking them. And at 52, I am more alive than I've ever been. I'm motivated to do more and be more, to be the best that I can be, both physically and mentally. And my energy is amazing. I can keep up with my 120-pound puppy. Yes, he's a puppy at 120 pounds. I'm joyful, probably sometimes to the point of being totally annoying to my coworkers, especially. But yeah, I'm down 30 pounds and over 20 inches lost. And I have collarbones. Like, I'm so excited. I haven't had collarbones for over 25 years, people, and I have collarbones. So yeah, what I am most excited about besides the collarbones is, gosh, I'm excited for tomorrow, for next week, for next month. And just and because I'm going places, I'm not standing still anymore. Um, I'm living life and I'm enjoying it. And I am also extremely excited to share this with other people so that I can witness what their better is. So.
Does anybody else just feel like this calm in their heart right now? Just like drop some love for Christine in the chat there. That was awesome. Thank you. I'm so blessed and honored to just be part of your story over this time frame, over the time frame that we've been together. And we talk about often, like this little pack of powder brought us together. And I couldn't imagine doing life without her. And so thank you so much for sharing that. My text messages blew up from leadership. Like, who is she? What's happening? This is so good. Thank you so much. And we're actually going to roll over to Miss Emily Chase. I know you got baby in hand. And is she crying right now? And
yeah, if you can bear with me, maybe if I'm talking, she might not scream. So if she does that, sorry.
Hey, it's life.
I'll try to make it fast. That was amazing, Christine. I had never heard your story that way before, so I could almost tear up. That was beautiful. Thank you. I can also relate to Carrie's story a lot. Before ketones, I was a cranky mom. I was so tired. This is my first gal right here. And all I wanted to do was sleep. I had been watching my friend. I couldn't even tell you how long I was watching her drink ketones. I was also super, super skeptical. And basically I was like, you know what? I have been watching for so long and I have to try it just to finally put it out, like yes or no. And I just got 5, to try some flavors, and instantly I was hooked. I also found myself staying up late to clean, because I wanted to. And my boyfriend kind of pointed that out, like, you can't vacuum right now, like it's late, you can't do that. So I have also it's been about 3 months. I have lost so far a little over 15 pounds of fat. And that's without any type of diet. I still eat ice cream almost every day, maybe. And I work out here and there where I can, which is not a whole lot right now. And the thing I am most excited about is also to share this with other people. My goal is to be able to be home and be present so that I can raise her myself and, not have to send her to daycare, pay for daycare, have someone else be raising her. I can be there for all of the moments. And today's the 1st. So last month I started drinking my ketones for free. So I'm excited to help other people drink their ketones for free and help other moms like me be able to be home and be there for their kids as well.
Awesome. Awesome, Emily. Thank you so much. And I got to hold that baby and hug that baby for the first time just a couple weekends ago. And I have a picture to prove it. And she's just as sweet in real life as she is on camera. So watch out, world. And I'm really glad you brought up the free tones or the free ketones, which we just call free tones, Emily. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Yeah, Nicole, you wiggle wormed into my head with that one. But ketones are great. And these are real stories. And your community, whoever invited you here, has access to thousands and thousands of additional stories of better mood, better sleep, better digestion, clearer skin, fat loss, focus, muscle preservation, and so many other benefits. And if you have something that's in your head, like, well, I suffer from big toeitis, like, what can ketosis do for me? That's where I'm going to encourage you to hop on Google. You can go on pruvit.tv. You can do your own search and kind of see like what the standing research looks like for ketosis, and because ketones put you in a state of ketosis, like your body is going to love it. It's how we're designed. It's the fuel that we're designed for. And it's what we crave. It's what our brains want. It's what our heart wants. As far as a biological, that's a little nerd spot for you, the biological needs of our body. So ketones are great. If you don't know the history of the ketogenic diet or ketones itself, it's a little over 120 years. It's the ketones came on the market in 2015. And again, like I said earlier, this is the first time that you could drink a product, drink ketones, and while not doing the craziness of an extremely strict diet or high performing athlete preparation type thing. So in addition to the ketones, and as you grab your challenge, I saw where some people were just grabbing their boxes, which is really exciting, just ordered. I do want to just touch on a couple of our other support products that exist for you as well as your journey goes. Today, actually, I should have went and got my tub of birthday cake because our birthday cake Keto Protein or Keto Pro is available today, celebrating our company's 6th birthday. Today is Happy Birthday Pruvit. And if you're not following Pruvit on Instagram, I highly encourage you to do that. The account is @JustPruvit. Everybody look at Nicole Center's screen. She has that can of Keto Pro right there. I have a pack of cookie butter. This is a fantastic product for once you start feeling better, like Emily was talking about. She doesn't work out all the time, but she's going to work out sometimes until the baby and her schedule will allow it. And being able to have a scoop of birthday cake afterwards or some cookie batter to just kind of chase that workout to increase your satiety, for help building muscles, for keeping that muscle that you're building, and also some MCT powder for brain fuel. Y'all, hop on the Google, type in MCT oil brain benefits. It will blow your mind. It'll absolutely blow your mind. Right, Don Allen? It'll blow your mind. The benefits of MCT 143 are fantastic. Yes, almost all of our proteins are gluten-free. No, all of them are gluten-free. And then there's a vegan one. This one is dairy-free. And then there's 2 flavors that have dairy in it, but it's very specific on the website. So you can take ketones, like you can. It's awesome. And the Keto Pro is a fantastic thing, either before a workout, post a workout. If you're just like, I'm just not really in the mood to eat, like you can definitely take that. All of our products are mixable in water. If you can do them in almond milk, if you so choose, and just drink it, like just put it in your body. Like don't make it complicated. You don't have to have a special recipe. Grab a shaker cup, fill it with water and ice, mix it up and shake it. Yeah, I mean, some of the chocolate ones I prefer in almond milk just because I like the mouthfeel of the almond milk versus just water itself. But a sugary almond milk, because these have erythritol in them, so it adds a sweetness to it. It's fantastic. But in addition to that, we have this fantastic little stick of Mitoplex. Who drank a Mitoplex today? Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1. Let me see who drank a Mito. Dawn's drinking one right now. These are I have an orange and lemon flavor here. These are citrus flavors. There are flavorless options available as well. Just tastes like softened water. Doesn't have a taste to it. Just feels like softened water. And these are fantastic. Like very often these get kind of clumped together with being a complex electrolyte, in which it is an electrolyte. But in here too is also a dose of creatine, which is great for muscle preservation as well. And vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 for those of y'all that live in the Pacific Northwest or New England, where it just gets kind of dreary. Minneapolis, maybe, where there's lots of clouds. Where Leia and I live, there's no clouds. Like we don't have clouds for 350 days of the year because we're in the desert Southwest. But having that little dose of vitamin C when we can't get out to the pool is so important for your body and its functions, right, Leia? So we get the pool time, you get to drink extra Mitoplex. And they taste absolutely great. And additionally, too, there's a little ingredient in here called the Mito PQ2, which is a super nerd thing, but it fuels your mitochondria. And we all grew up in the United States, maybe. Well, Brenda's Canadian. There's a few Canadians on here, a few international folks, but we've learned that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. So if you're able to fuel the powerhouse of your cell, then what else can you do for your body? So this is a fantastic, fantastic little support product. And especially too, when you're in ketosis, you need that added potassium, that added magnesium, and that added, there's a little bit of sodium inside of the ketones as well, because your body needs those electrolytes, those minerals to function at its highest level, especially when it's in ketosis. So serve your body wholly and completely, drink ketones plus Mitoplex at least. But there's a few other support products, MCT 143, which is a liquid MCT oil. It's fantastic, fantastic. If we had time, I would love my mom to share, but we don't have time tonight. And just the power and the benefits of fueling the brain are so fantastic. But I do want to do a little transition, though. That's a little bit about our product. Those are some fantastic stories that we've had going on, but we're going to touch base on what Emily and Baby shared with us earlier with those little squawks and cute squeaks about drinking free ketones. And so, Emily, when did you start? When did you start drinking? You can just drop the number in the chat. How many months have you been in sharing the product? 3 months. So in month 3, you got your ketones for free. That's awesome. In month 4, you're going to get your ketones for free. In month 5, you're going to get your ketones for free. If you're drinking free ketones right now, drop the word free in the chat. Alexis, that's amazing. Congratulations. Brenda's drinking for free. Melinda, Sherry Phelps, Riss and Ange, 5 free boxes every month. Girl, same. Don Allen, Janelle. Oh, hi, Janelle. I saw you earlier. Linda, Christine, Nicole, 2 to 5 boxes free a month. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been to a lot of restaurants. I've flown every major brand of airline. I've rented cars from Thrifty, from Hertz, from Avis, from Dollar, from 60. Dawn, did I miss any? Like I've traveled a lot. I've done a lot. I've shopped a lot. I've eaten, Lord knows, a lot. Like when I was 355 pounds at my biggest, like it was no surprise to me because I ate like a 9-egg omelet and it was delicious. But all of those places, all of those things, all of those experiences. Don, how many free plane tickets have you gotten just because you said, hey, can you fly American? Hey, fly American next time. It's awesome. Leia, how many times have you gotten something for free from when you went to dinner Saturday night? When I go to have dinner at that place, like are they going to call you and go, Leia, thanks for the referral. Here's a $150 coupon for your next visit. Yeah, you're laughing. You're like, that's the dumbest thing you've ever heard, right? That's the world we live in. Like we don't get things for free, but you can drink your ketones for free. And I'm actually honored right now too, because I see Miss Janice Newland and of course my mom, Sherry Koch, who's on here. Those are the first 2 people that I called. Janice was actually in town with me. And when these fell into my hands, I was like, I think we should do this. And she's like, okay. And then 3 days later, she's like, I have to do this. And when I called my mom and said, you need to drink this, she said, what is it? And I said, no clue, but watch this video. Here's a recording. Watch this video. Here's a 4-minute campfire video. If you've seen the campfire video, drop a flame emoji down there. And if you haven't, text the person that invited you here right now, DM them, however, and send them a bunch of emojis saying, I need the campfire video. I need it. Because you need to watch the campfire video. That will teach you everything that you need to do as far as getting your ketones for free. Number one, enjoy them. Number two, call a few people that are close to you that you care about, that you want to keep on this planet with you. Janice is my sister from another mister. My mom is my mom. You know, as much as we drive each other crazy from time to time, like I want to keep her healthy and keep her here and cognizant, because I don't want to fight with an invalid. I would rather fight with somebody that has all of her marbles. It's a little more fun that way, a little more fair. But but I shared it with them. I said, hey, you should try this. And they said, okay. And so they started drinking it alongside of me. That was September 2017. The first time I got my free product was October 2017. My personally consumed product, Jim, is always covered for the last 48 months. I've drank free ketones for 48 months. And that just came from sharing it with two people. That came with sharing it with someone I love and someone I love. And then from there, we've been able to impact tens of thousands of stories because I got a little ballsy with it. So if you're already drinking ketones and you're not getting them for free, this is your call to action. Text your friend right now. Tell them, hey, I want to get this for free. What are the resources that I need? Here's the resources that you need. A desire to get them for free, a desire to help your friends, family, and loved ones. Whether you put up a post on Facebook or not, that's totally up to you. But have that desire to say, look, I'm feeling great. Share your story a little bit. And when Leah messages you back and says, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm just drinking. I feel great. But my friend said, watch this video. And then after they watch it, put them in a group chat with your friend, the person that shared ketones with you. Get it for free. Now, if you accidentally share it with a few more people, if you end up being like me, where you end up having a few more than just two, whether it's 3, 5, 10, 50, or if you have a platform where you can influence and share with a lot of people real quick to make a bigger impact, then, why wouldn't you? Then there's a fantastic rewards program that's designed for you as a social sharer, as someone that shares their stories, shares other people's stories. 90% of you don't know me in person. And now you've heard my story. Now you can go, oh my gosh, there was this kid from I still call myself kid, even though I just turned 34. It's just a thing. There's this guy in Las Vegas that talked about how he's kept off 80 pounds, lost and kept off over the last 4 years, which if you've ever been in a weight loss thing, the roller coaster is the part that sucks the most. But when you're on a constant downhill, a few bumps in the road, it's just better. You have to watch this. If I get the recording, would you watch it with me? So hi to friends that are watching the recording, just calling you out in case that they see it. So everybody say hi, friends. But there's such a neat way of not just getting your ketones for free, but also earning rewards on a really cool plan that's designed just for you as you share your story even more. So I have a friend of mine that's going to do this last little part here, just to kind of share with you what the rewards plan, what the business side of sharing ketones looks like. Don Allen and I met outside of a door in 2005 at a convention center in Salt Lake City, Utah. We woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. We knew we were going to sit up front, and she was the crazy one that was here, and I was the crazy one that was here. And that was a start of a really cool friendship that's lasted over, what's the math on that? 16 years? Holy 16 years. Can you even believe that she's still 29? She hasn't even aged minus or whatever. I'm not going to say that she's almost 40. So, but that started as something. And she was the one that cared enough to say, fine, you should really try this. And she was someone that I trusted. I trusted with my story. I trusted with my health. I trusted with my well-being. So we gave it a shot, and we've been sharing and working together for the last 4 years. We've impacted tens of thousands of lives together. We love our systems. We love helping people share this as easy as possible. And so Miss Dawn Allen's going to come off of mute and just jump on here. And I'm just so excited to see her present and share her heart and some tactics with you on what this all looks like. Miss Dawn, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Can you guys hear me okay?
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. So it is such an honor to be on here with you guys tonight. Carrie hit me up last minute. He's like, yo, back end it. I was like, what are we back ending? So super excited to be on. I am on my phone, so unfortunately I can't see everybody's faces, but I am scrolling through. So I see Kelsey's on here, and the Ramoses has got a freaking party going on up there. I see Sarah waving her hands like a monkey banshee. I see Miss Sherry waving, and Linda's there. So super, super awesome to be on with you guys, and excited to be celebrating.
Oh, hold on, you're muted. you're it did a
I
thing.
unmuted myself. There we go. And super excited to be on here because it's Pruvit's birthday today. And, you know, I was actually part of the not the initial group that helped bring Pruvit to market, but I did get started in October. So I came a month after they turned all the systems live. And so it's been really incredible to just watch the ketone conversation grow, to see how the research has evolved, and you know how every day we continue to see how ketones affect the body. And you guys got to hear some stories tonight, and you know, whoever introduced you to the call tonight, I'm sure they have access to hundreds, if not thousands, of more testimonies. I actually got started on the product for the benefits of mood. I was in a super dark place. I can't make any medical claims on some words, but it starts with a D and it ends with an N. I don't know if anybody here, you know, struggles with a word that starts with a D and ends with an N, but I was really struggling, and felt wholeheartedly that this planet would be way better off without me. And so a friend of mine actually had suggested that I do a ketogenic diet. I was not able to get into ketosis with the ketogenic diet for whatever reason. You know, there's a lot of reasons why somebody might not be able to get into ketosis. And I had seen a friend post something on social media. So just by a quick show of hands, you know, or drop in the chat, how many of you saw something on social media and it piqued your curiosity, and that is why you are either here on this Zoom or you are drinking ketones? So for the guests on the call, I want you guys to look at the chat. I want you to look at anybody that maybe is raising their hand. That's called a clue. Social media is a really, really, really powerful tool to share this conversation when it's done the right way. So I was curious. I was optimistically skeptical is what I like to say, because I have been a part of the community-based marketing business model since I was 20 years old. I have seen everything. I still, even today, get contacted every single day about the newest, latest, and greatest pill, potion, capsule, shake, you name it, lotion, you know, all kinds of things. And so when I was told that this could put you into that state of ketosis in 30 minutes or less, I was not having it, especially since I had been doing a ketogenic diet. I was not able to get into ketosis. So long story short, like Carrie, by the way, I was that friend. I was the friend that forced ketones down his throat. I was actually stranded in Vegas because we had a hurricane that had hit Florida and I couldn't get home. So we really had no choice, and his kitchen was disgusting. So I am so grateful for ketones and that he actually drank them, because we had a clean kitchen, and then he cooked me dinner. It was awesome. So I was optimistically skeptical. I tried a 10-day challenge of the product, and my life completely changed in those 10 days. So, you know, you've heard some stories, and I would love to know in the chat, for those of you that are drinking it, how many of you had a first day, first week, first 10-day experience on our product? Just drop me below if you noticed something significant enough in your first 10 days drinking this product Me. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so that was me. And fortunately, that's a lot of people. It's not everybody, but I would say more people notice something than don't in the first 10 days. And of course, like Carrie said, everybody's body's a little bit different. So make sure that based on your current state of health and your current activity level and your habits previously, that you give this product enough time to actually work on your body. So I won't keep you guys too long on my story, but let's just say it's been amazing. Ketones have completely changed my life. I don't struggle. I have bad days, but I don't want to, take my life anymore. And I have energy. I sleep well. I, don't struggle with the cravings the way that I used to. And I don't have that emotional attachment to food. I have lost 38 pounds in holding. I'm kind of in a transition because I don't know if anybody else during COVID maybe got a little lazy, but I did. And we are now back on track. My body fat percentage just in the last 2 months has dropped almost 4%. So I'm super excited about that. I have lost no pounds on the scale, but I have lost a lot of inches. And I'm really excited about that because fat loss is really the key component to what we do. And so I have always been an entrepreneur. I sold Girl Scout cookies. I had lemonade stands when I was a kid. I always had just this entrepreneurial spirit. And when I saw the science of what ketones can do, and I would highly recommend that if you're new to this conversation, or maybe you're just getting started with the trial, or you just got your 10-day drink ketones challenge, please spend some time looking into the research around this product, because I think it'll help solidify your belief in what you actually have your hands on. And once I understood what I had my hands on, linked with a personal, powerful experience of my own, I saw the vision. I saw the opportunity to be able to go out and share something that was proven with science. It wasn't hype. It wasn't some Me Too product. It was something real. It was something innovative. It was something disruptive. It wasn't another shake. It wasn't another vitamin. It wasn't another something that had already been on the market. And I was intrigued by that. I was really intrigued. And based on the science, I told myself, if this product impacts half of the amount of people that the ketogenic diet claims that it can help, we're going to impact millions of people's lives. And as a result of that, I'm gonna get rich. Okay. And so I got super excited about that. I got super excited. Now I'll give you a little backstory. At this particular time in my life, I was 6 years behind on my taxes. I owed 6 figures to the IRS. I had a investment property where the tenants were not paying their rent. So the mortgage was 6 months behind on that. And I was paying what I could towards that. My business at the time was actually going backwards instead of forward. I had really kind of lost my passion and enthusiasm for that project. And so I was kind of in like this desperate needing to make cash quickly mode. And that's one thing that I'll say to you if you're on this. And I will also just kind of couple it with, we're in a really weird time in the world. Can anybody else agree? Like, we're in a really weird time. People being laid off from their jobs for things that they believe, people quitting their jobs because of just the environment, people looking for ways to make money from home, people feeling a strong sense of uneasiness and not feeling secure and not really even feeling very hopeful for the future. And I want to encourage you that you will experience what you focus on. And so when I got started with this, I put my head down and I said, I'm going to make this work. And I started sharing this conversation with people, and people's lives started to be changed. I will share with you that I have since been able to pay off all of my debts to the IRS, $160,000 completely paid off to the IRS. I am a multiple 6-figure annual earner here with Pruvit. Last year, our team did just under $4 million in revenue. I get to drive a free luxury car. And I'm not saying any of this to impress you, because I'm no different. I have a very colorful background. I got into a lot of trouble. I quit college to get started in business for myself. I do not have a degree. I have the School of Hard Knocks, and I've read over 600 books. And what I can tell you is that you're never too old to learn something new. It's never too old to be who you want to be. It's never too late to have the life that you genuinely desire, whatever that looks like for you. And so maybe you're on here and maybe you're looking for an extra $500 a month to help ease some of the pressure from the world and inflation. How many of you guys have noticed gas prices didn't go down with the new president in office? They actually went up. How many of you are noticing the prices in the grocery stores going up? An extra $500 a month right now could make an impact in a lot of families' lives, and probably many of you right now on this phone. Many of you probably are looking for some sort of security for your future, or maybe you're like, dang, you know what? I don't even know what the world is going to look like in the next 5 years. We might want to start planning or putting together a plan B, because plan A is looking really scary right now. I don't know of another profession that you don't have to have any crazy psychotic degree. You don't have to have any outrageous skill set, where you can literally work part-time from the comfort of your home with a community of people that believe in you, that are going to encourage you, that are going to get you on a path of development and growth, that you can ultimately, at some point, if you choose, replace your full-time income if that's something that you actually have a desire for. And I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight. I tell people you got to give it 18 months, giving it your very, very best. And during those 18 months, commit to your development, commit to listening to the audios, read the books, plug into these calls, learn what people that are having success are doing, and then do what they do, and do it consistently every single day. And so, I don't know why you're on this call. Maybe somebody literally drug you on here or invited you over to their house like the Ramoses did and said, hey, we're going to feed you and come listen to this call. I don't know. And I don't know what keeps you up at night. For me, it was the pressure of debt. For me, it was not having a passion project that I could get behind. I don't know what it is for you. I don't know what it is for your family. What I do know is that this can help. And I haven't seen a product ever in all of the years that I've been involved in this type of a business model that has helped more people. And so there's some really cool things that are in place right now. In fact, today specifically for Pruvit's birthday, that can get you positioned with our company to share the conversation. And I always tell people, get in where you fit in. We're not after your money. We're after your work ethic, truly. But if anything that you've heard on this call tonight has stirred you, we have a promotion with some of our brand builder packs, if you would. That's what we call them, brand builder packs. And essentially what these packs are is they are packs of boxes of product. So it's the amount of product that you get in it. You're going to get 200 servings of 5 of our most amazing flavors. And right now we're actually running a promotion where you can get that package at 40% off, and you can join our community for $1. It's called the Dollar Keto Club. And for that $1, I want you to think about this. If any of you have ever ran a business, I want you to drop me below. If you've started a traditional business of any sort or owned a business of any sort, drop me below. I owned a restaurant for 3 years. I never made a penny. In fact, I lost a little over $250,000 with that project. I never made a penny. And we were open for 3 years and we never got into the profit zone ever. And there was lots of money to get that started. You had your building. We had to have all the food inventory. We had to have wine. We had to have liquor. There was a very heavy upfront investment cost. For $1, you get to outsource a company that's doing over $500,000 in revenue. You get a website, you get marketing, you get branding, you get product development, you get a legal team, you get research and development, you get literally the infrastructure of a multi-million dollar international company. And you don't have to put all of that stuff in place. And what's beautiful is that with the inventory that you get in your pack, you can launch a test market and get some people experiencing the product. And not only are you going to recoup your investment, by the way, that package is on sale for $780. It's discounted $520 from the $1,300 normal price that we offer it at. So when you turn around and you retail that product in the form of 5 and 10 day experiences, like many of us got started with, by the way, if you started with a 5 or a 10-day experience with the product, drop 5 or 10 below in the comments below. You get to make immediate profits. You're in the profit zone, the green zone, as quickly as you can move that product to a tune of $500, $600, depending on what you charge for those. I don't know of a business where you can be in the profit zone that quickly. And guess what? From that point forward, everything else is green, as long as you use that money wisely to continue to grow your business and don't go spend it on getting your nails done or think that because you made $500, now all of a sudden you're rich. Here's one thing I'll tell you: when you're faithful with the little, you'll be made ruler over much. So I would highly suggest that if you're on this call tonight and anything has stirred with you, first of all, get your questions answered. So whoever invited you to tonight's call can either connect you with leadership, or they themselves can answer the questions that you have. And go ahead and take a chance. I mean, come on, listen, like what else? Like who knows what the world's going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years, right? Like you may as well go ahead and like pursue your best life, because we don't even know what our best life is going to look like in 5 to 10 years. We really don't. We really have no idea. And you know what? At least being a part of this community, at the end of the day, you'll probably be drinking ketones. 2, if you plug into our community, you plug into our systems, you plug into our events, you plug into some of the personal development that we're going to get you, you're probably going to be a way better person on the other side. Your mental health is going to be better. You're probably going to learn skills that you can transfer over to your parenting, to your relationships, to your coworkers, to your marriage. You're probably going to learn some skills on how to be more faithful with your finances, how to start paying off some of your debt, how to take advantage of some of the tax laws that are in place for people specifically in home-based businesses like this. Because you guys know that there are some insane tax benefits. And if you do not have a home-based business, you're literally giving money to Uncle Sam. There are so many tax benefits that are available to you just for being a part of this and ordering product every month and making an attempt to make a profit, even if you never make a profit. So I could literally talk for hours on how this business has changed my life, on how this community has changed my life, how it has changed the lives of so many people that I love and that I care about, how the product has impacted people. If I did that, we'd be here for 5 more hours, because I literally could do it. But at this point, there's a couple different people on the line, right? The first one is the one that was like, man, this was a waste of my time. Thanks, but no thanks. And we absolutely appreciate you just taking some time out of your schedule to be with us tonight. The second person is the one that needs to think and to contemplate, maybe reevaluate, and consider whether or not this is actually something that you genuinely want to do. And if you are a think about it person, I completely respect that. If you've never drank the product, my encouragement would be to think about it while you're drinking the product and let your body be the lab and tell you whether or not this is something that you can believe in. Dig into some of the research, dig into some of the science, and let your body tell you whether or not this is something that you can stand behind. And the third person is the one that says, you know what? I have been up praying for something. I have been looking for something. I have been looking for a way. And if that person is you, I'm going to highly recommend that you get back to whoever it is that invited you onto tonight's call and tell them that you are ready to pursue your journey to better. And then sit down and get clarity around what that looks like. Work closely with the person that shared this information with you tonight. And let's put together a game plan that moving into this new year of 2022, 2021 is going to look completely different than what you're stepping into. And so we appreciate all of you taking time. I know we ran a little bit late, but I hope you guys heard our hearts. Get back with whoever invited you onto tonight's call. Let them know if you're a 1, 2, or a 3. We do this call every single Wednesday night. So feel free to invite whoever it is that you want to share this conversation with, and make sure to get all of your questions answered. So thank you, Carrie, for having me. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you guys on the next call. Have a good night. Take care.
That's a wrap. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bring somebody with you to the next one. See you soon.